Aristotle, a name that resonates through the corridors of history, philosophy, and science, was a polymath whose ideas have profoundly influenced Western thought. Born in 384 BC in Stagira, a small town on the northern coast of Greece, his life and works encapsulate a remarkable journey of intellectual curiosity and discovery. Aristotle's early life set the stage for his expansive intellect. His father, Nicomachus, served as the court physician to King Amyntas of Macedon, providing Aristotle with an early exposure to both scientific and philosophical discourse. Tragically, Aristotle lost both his parents while he was still young, a pivotal moment that led him to move to Athens, the intellectual hub of the ancient world, at the age of 17. In Athens, Aristotle enrolled in Plato's Academy, the preeminent institution of learning at the time. Under Plato's tutelage, he delved deeply into philosophy, mathematics, and the sciences. Aristotle's brilliance shone through, and he quickly distinguished himself, earning the respect of his peers and his mentor. However, he also began to develop ideas that diverged from Platonic philosophy, particularly in matters of form, matter, and substance. After Plato's death, Aristotle left Athens and eventually found himself in the court of Philip of Macedon, where he became the tutor to Alexander, who would later be known as Alexander the Great. This period was significant, as Aristotle's influence on Alexander shaped the latter's appreciation for Greek culture and science, impacts that would resonate through Alexander's vast empire. Aristotle returned to Athens in 335 BC and established his own school, the Lyceum. Unlike Plato's Academy, the Lyceum did not solely focus on philosophical discourse. It also emphasized empirical research and the study of the natural world. This institution became a veritable repository of knowledge, with an extensive collection of manuscripts, and it was here that Aristotle spent most of his remaining life teaching and writing. Aristotle's contributions to philosophy are monumental. He approached philosophy systematically, dividing it into different categories such as metaphysics, ethics, politics, logic, and natural science, thus establishing foundational structures for various fields of study. In metaphysics, Aristotle proposed the concept of substance and form. He argued that every physical entity combines both matter, the substance, and form, the essence. This dualism was a departure from Plato's theory of forms, which posited a world of ideal forms separate from earthly manifestations. In ethics, Aristotle introduced the concept of virtue ethics in works like Nicomachean Ethics. He proposed that a virtuous life is one that maintains a balance between excess and deficiency, a concept known as the golden mean. For Aristotle, virtue was not an inherent trait but a habit developed through practice. In politics, Aristotle considered the state as a natural institution. His work, Politics, examines various forms of government and introduces the idea that a just society ensures the well-being of all its citizens. Aristotle's Organon, a collection of works, lays the foundation of formal logic, introducing syllogistic reasoning, which dominated the field until the 19th century. Aristotle's explorations were not confined to philosophy. He was a voracious learner, delving into biology, zoology, physics, and astronomy. His methodical observations and classifications in biology were particularly groundbreaking. In Historia Animalium, he systematically categorized animals and dissected over 50 species, laying the groundwork for comparative anatomy and zoology. His work in physics, though later superseded by Newtonian physics, was revolutionary for its time. Aristotle's views on the natural world, motion, and astronomy dominated scientific thought for almost 2 millennia. Aristotle's death in 322 BC marked the end of an era, but his legacy was immortal. His works were meticulously preserved and translated through the ages, influencing a wide array of scholars, from Roman thinkers like Cicero to Islamic philosophers like Avicenna and Averroes, and later to medieval Christian scholars like Thomas Aquinas. The Renaissance saw a resurgence of Aristotelian thought, profoundly impacting the fields of science, politics, and the arts. His logical methods informed scientific inquiry, and his ethical and political theories continued to be central to philosophical discourse. Aristotle's influence extends beyond academic realms. It permeates everyday life. His emphasis on rationality, empirical evidence, and ethical living continues to shape modern thought and values. In Aristotle, we find not just a philosopher, but a visionary whose quest for knowledge spanned diverse fields. His profound curiosity about the world and its workings, his systematic approach to learning, and his relentless pursuit of truth have left an indelible mark on human history. Aristotle's life and works are a testament to the enduring power of human intellect and a reminder